local monk who studies in the art of uh, anti-magic. And upon that, you guys were able to call this place a temporary home for this past 2 weeks. And this is where, would you guys like to roll initiative to see who will go first and uh, explain what they did in these 2 weeks? Or you want me to just pick and choose?
They can choose.
Yeah,
Okay.
Zach can be patient.
All right. Well then, I think we know who knows what they want to do first. Vlad,
Yes.
what?
Is this the town we decided to stay in?
Yes.
Okay,
You
well then,
decided
yeah,
to.
mostly I hung out with the church and did the churchy study, catch up with your god kind of stuff.
Okay. And in these 2 weeks, uh, getting to know Priestess Flora, the priest of the Shadowgrange chapel, she was able to sense something on your person that you did not have prior knowledge to. She asked if she could see that dagger that you had obtained from the lovely old couple in the general store who mysteriously aren't here in the town.
Yes. That was just the +1 dagger, right?
That was the supposed +1 dagger. Uh, she takes a look at it, and the moment she uses her detect magic on it, her eyes shot open, and she shoved the blade back into your hands and asked for you to quickly uh, pay a visit to Miss Castine to have her remove a curse that has been put upon the blade that you carry.
I would ask if the curse had affected me.
The priestess could only sense that there is an infernal curse upon this dagger that you had received. She doesn't know for sure what it is. She can only sense that it is of infernal beginnings.
Okay. So then I would go to her and be like, hey, can you tell me anything about this curse that is on this dagger?
You go to Castine's house. She happily lets you into. Uh, she does ask for a fee since her she does that this is a service that she provides to remove certain curses. So she does ask for a fee of 60 gold.
That's a lot of gold.
Hey, she says, "Well, hey, I'm the only one here who currently knows the remove curse spell, and I'm not normally a spellcaster."
Our card is gone.
Cart with Butterbean?
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's there. Yeah, you should be able to edit it too. So do you give her the 60 gold?
Yes.
All right. You pay her for the remove curse fee, and she asks that you place the blade on the floor before her as she kneels down to perform a quick ritual. She outstretches her hands and a faint greenish blue glow with wisping sparkles begins to emanate from her hands, and it gently caresses the blade, and then it envelops it like a film, and then you see a sort of crack in this film. The crack begins to form even more, and then this film that she has put on this blade shatters as she brings her hands to either side of her outward as she casts the remove curse spell. These 2 key points. Her eyes were closed that whole time, and upon doing this, she learns. She tells you that this blade that you carry is known as Elbrus, the Binding Blade, an infernal blade. This was it.
I wanted to edit it, and I clicked on it, and it rolled for it.
Oh, don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry about keeping it because this is the supposed dagger that's supposed to on like kept secret. Well, not really not secret, but kept under lock and key in the chapel itself.
This is the dagger I wanted to play with?
Yes. She brings you immediately to the chapel to Priestess Floor to show her, and she then looks to the case where uh, the supposed cursed blade is. She opens it, takes it out, shows it to Castine. She looks at it for a bit, and she detects no magic of any kind aside from illusion magic. As it would seem, the lovely couple at that general store had sold you a cursed dagger that did this. This is a magic weapon, of course, Elbrus the Binding Blade. Uh, it has these features. Well, first of all is the curse feature. Once you are attuned to this dagger, which you were unknowingly attuned, which is why Castine had broken the attunement with her removed curse, so you're no longer attuned to it. Once you are attuned to this dagger that contains the essence of a demon lord, anytime you attack with this weapon, with a weapon other than this one, so for instance, you wanted to use like a rapier or a short sword, you must have succeeded on a DC 15 Wisdom save, or be unknowingly forced to attack with this one instead.
Hmm. I mean, it was the
But
strongest weapon I had, so.
yeah, but here's the here's even more bad stuff. This blade carries 2 features. First one is called Devour Soul. Whenever you kill a creature with this weapon, it sucks its soul out. If it has a soul, or yeah, if the creature has a soul, for every soul devoured, you gain temporary hit points equal to twice your current level, player level. And then second feature, for every 6 souls devoured in the previous way, the dagger gains an additional +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls. But here's the final catch to this weapon. Had anyone killed up to a total of 36 creatures and absorbed 36 souls, the demon lord sleeping within this blade would have been unleashed, and it would then attack and kill the wielder of this blade, and then seal their soul within the blade. So it's a very good thing you did not use it.
Tomato, tomato.
Yeah, and Priestess Flora then asks for you. Well, she demands that you hand it to her so she may actually keep this under proper lock and key, unless you know of anyone else who can keep it safe.
So the blade still has its whole stat sheet, it's just no longer attuned to me.
Correct.
Okay.
Do you choose to give
I'll
it to you?
I'll return it to her, but tell her I may be back for it someday.
The priestess looks at you rather curiously. Okay. And she places it in the case and decides to put it somewhere else that's not on display. That's that. And one more thing happens during this 2 week time skip. Where would you be sleeping, Vlad?
Either in the church or on the cart.
I'll just say you're able to sleep in the church. They had a spare room for you. On one of these nights, while you're sleeping, you have a peculiar type of dream. You are in a sea of light gray clouds, and nothing but the night sky is above you. It is only you.
Just me in the clouds.
And then you hear a voice coming from above you. It's a voice you've never heard before, but it is, for some reason, it sounds very familiar. It says to you, Vlad, look hither. And it is coming from an upward direction. Do you look up?
Yeah.
When you look up, you see not really a person, but the silhouette. You see the silhouette of a female figure with angel wings on their back and holding a very, very odd looking spear type weapon. A spear that holds the same symbol uh, as the symbol of Avacyn. And
Uh,
this. Mhm.
I ingratiate myself.
What does that mean?
Uh, Fancifully say stuff like,
Make them
my
your friend.
liege.
For a man who can't spell, you sure have the audacity.
Okay. Well, upon seeing you, um, this figure gets close enough to you where they are. Well, first of all, they're twice your size, Vlad, as they kneel down before you so that your eyes meet theirs, which, as bright as bright as a silhouette is, you see no eyes, only a bright yellowish orange silhouette.
Okay.
And they hold out this spear-like weapon to you.
Um, like pointing it at me, or like holding it with two
They're,
hands, offering it to me.
they are presenting it to you. Like, yes, offering it to you.
Okay. I'll offer out my two hands to take it from them, but not grab at it.
The figure speaks again, and it says, "Do you trust in your power, Vlad?"
My power has a long way to grow still.
And as it grows, may this gift assist in your growth. And the figure places the spear in your open hands. And as soon as the spear touches your, like the shaft part of the spear touches your hands, you instantly wake up
Okay.
with a spear in your hands, and this is what you have. I'm not sure. I don't know if anything popped up. Hold on. Here,
Thing that
I
I
will.
see.
Here we go.
Oh, hello.
You now have this weapon.
Okay.
It is the Moon Silver Spear. I will let you read it. I don't. You can read it aloud, or you can read it to yourself as to what it can do.
I'm gonna read it to myself if you wanted to keep it moving, and then I'll say something later after I've absorbed the information.
Yeah, no problem. That is what happens at the end of your 2 week of your 2 weeks. Next, let's go with Crash, if you're ready.
Krash is absolutely ready.
All right. What would Crash like to do in these 2 weeks?
Um, More or less going in between helping Castine with anything she would need. Um, Spending some time with Captain Levi, helping, train the guard maybe a little bit. In any downtime he has, basically shadowing Vlad and the church to learn a little bit more about Avacyn and some of the other deities that he really isn't familiar with.
Okay. With that, I will say, which of those do you want to focus more on?
Um, I'd say mainly focused on learning more about the deities.
Okay. So, let's see. You learn the baseline knowledge of who Avacyn is. Avacyn is a an archangel who is essentially a very strong celestial.
Okay.
She is she holds a very long spear, which is her main weapon. that is said to be made of the silver that that came from the moon.
Okay.
No one knows how there's silver on the moon, but that's what legends say. And
Is the stat block for this just a basic spear plus the modifiers?
it is a +1 spear, and
Okay.
and it's extra. You know what?
Okay.
So yeah, you can just drop in
I
a
can
plus
drop a
one.
spear and then modify it.
Well, there you can type in spear, and there should be a +1 spear showing up. A spear +1. Yeah, and drag that in, and then add the extra stuff. Type it in if you want. Uh, the main reason Avicen is has been absent spiritually, like for let's see. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I had to burp. Okay. Sorry, I'm going through
You're good.
lore that I actually put in here. Here we go. Yeah. It is said that in the city of Thraben or Thraben, which is the city that Vlad, would you have told anyone that you are from Thraben or no?
I mean, theoretically, we took some time to get to know each other, so yes.
Okay. Then Krash, you would know that Vlad had came from his home of Thraben, which is a very, very big and bustling city.
Okay.
Very religious city, mainly to Avicen, and within that city there is a location known as the Hell Vault, spelled like this.
Okay.
Uh, this is a place that Avicen uh, was meant to banish a very, very powerful demon lord, a pit fiend, who went by the name of Grizzlebrand. Grizzle.
How do we know that name?
Because it's
Oh.
probably it's Magic the Gathering.
No, you mentioned it in the campaign at one point.
Grizzlebrand.
You have definitely mentioned it in passing. It wasn't a like
Oh yeah,
big plot point yet, but
the Skursdag cultists worship him.
yep, that was it.
That's who they are a cult to. The great demon lord Grizzlebrand.
Okay.
He was the most powerful of his kind, and one who had before meeting Avicen had never been imprisoned, and once he landed on the opening of the Hell Vault itself, under a full moon, he challenged Avicen to combat. The battle lasted for 4 days, and uh, uh, as Avicen began to quickly tire, Grizzlebrand uh, thrust his spear into Avicen's heart. As at the same time, she was trying to banish Grizzlebrand into the Hell Vault to imprison him, but as he's impaled her with his demonic spear, the spell had backfired, as she had imprisoned not only him successfully, though, she also imprisoned herself in this Hell Vault.
Gotcha.
So,
You know what Roll20 needs?
what?
A section in your spell list for once a day spells.
Yeah,
Whew, that
but
was the fastest I've ever written, I think.
But there's a little more. You do learn that there is a high paladin who goes by the name of Talia. She is the current guardian of the Hell Vault entrance.
Okay. Hey, Alma, stop scratching.
Uh, she protects that entrance with her life, and everyone in Thraben praises her for her dedication to Avacyn's grace in order to protect the ever waning light.
Okay.
She is basically humanity and uh, basically every other race of people who aren't like undead or vampires. She is their hope. And that is what you learn.
Okay.
And let's see. I will say, you did say you would have helped out with Captain Levi, right?
Helped out with Captain Levi in some spare time. Yes.
All right. Uh, let's see. Roll a d4 for
Okay.
me. Roll again. All right. Oh boy. Yep, that's how you roll. So you got. Oh wait.
Whoops.
Oh yeah. No problem. You assisted in sending some very well needed supplies to the town of Braylet, which is about half a day's travel to straight to the east.
Okay.
And you get familiar with a couple of the townsfolk there. Let's see who is in Braylet.
Hey, that's where. Is that where we were going to? No, we were going west, southwest to evacuate.
Yeah, you're gonna go down there.
Yeah.
Braylet is right here. Braylet Village is under the protection of two uh, two very capable humans. One of them being this person. She is known as Sergeant Samantha. That is what she looks like.
Okay.
And the captain of the guard there, he is known as Captain Sanji.
Wait a second.
What?
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Told you. It's the freaking
He's a
nerds.
he's a captain. He's not. He's
Yeah, but sir, I'm picking up what you're putting down, and my bag is
His
full.
Hey.
name is Sanji. He's got swirls. He looks like Usopp.
Oh, I was making a reference. If one captain is Levi, it would be very close to Hanji, who is
No, no, we were talking One Piece.
ugh, gross.
but
I'm gonna play around with rolls for just a sec, just ignore what I'm doing, okay?
all right.
All right, so we got Sergeant Samantha and Captain Sanji.
Yep. And they graciously thank you and Captain Levi for assisting them with uh, basically resecuring their defenses and supply runs. As they yes through Captain Levi and yourself, you have let them know that you dealt with the that great zombie horde that was about to overtake not only Shadowgrange but the surrounding other towns. And because you did that, uh, basically every town uh, that is populated by living people, they now uh, have the enough bravery to venture back out in either into most likely Gavany and even the forest region of Kessig, which is right here, because there are safe towns in within Kessig.
Okay.
And perhaps if some of them are brave and have enough supplies, maybe even Nephalia, where the stronger and more dangerous things lurk. Uh-oh. Allie, you okay?
Huh?
Huh? You got logged out of Roll20.
That's weird. I'm still in it.
Huh. Are you
Let
able
me
to make a
refresh.
roll? Yeah. Then I just noticed I saw that Myopia wasn't there. Like, wait, there she is.
I
Huh.
was wondering the same thing.
Yeah.
I just figured I didn't know what I was doing.
You're good. But yeah, that's the knowledge that you gain from assisting with Captain Levi.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. And of course, Castine does appreciate any help from you since
Most
you
helped. Armando is buried on her property, right?
yeah, it's on her
Okay.
property.
So yeah,
I kind of retconned that, like, not have him be out in the open with his bones because
yeah.
they would be they would be exposed to the elements and he'd probably turn to dust. So
Um,
I'd say yeah.
my thought with that was that Krash is probably going to be spending most nights out in like a tree or something out there.
Yeah,
And
there are trees near her
okay,
house.
so I'm assuming Krash would choose to stay in one of those trees, talk to his dead buddy, even though he can't hear him, and help Castine out with whatever she needs before passing out for the night.
Um, um, you do say talking to your friend.
Yeah,
Roll a let's see, what would this be?
basically just telling him about the day and what progress they've been making with the town.
Hmm. Roll for me both a religion and arcana check.
Religion. Ooh, that's a +1. Well, not bad though.
All right, and roll an
Um,
arcana.
Also a +1. Even better. Holy shit.
On one of the would you be talking to Armando's grave during the day or night?
It would be pretty much right before bed, right before calling it a night.
All right. So on one of the nights that you're talking to Armando's grave, for just a moment you decide to close your eyes and you try your best to envision Armando standing next to you. And as your eyes are shut, you swear, you swear on your life you could feel a, not a bony hand, but a warm, uh, flesh hand caress the top of your head. And by the time you open up your eyes and look up to see where that came from, you don't see anything, but you do feel a warm presence. It's not strong, but you do feel some warm presence.
Okay.
Alrighty. Was that all for Krash?
I believe so. The only other thing he'd be doing is screaming at local birds trying to make friends. Which is not a good way to make friends with birds.
No. I mean, to that, roll a nature check with disadvantage.
Nature check with disadvantage heard. Oh, one more. That's sad.
Yeah, just roll one more time.
Yep. Still good.
Alright.
Just trying to scream at crows and ravens.
Yeah, you do see, now that this whole zombie commotion is over, for, at least here, there are more different types of birds around, not just crows and ravens. You do see, what are these? It's uh, I think mockingbirds are also still have black feathers, but they don't normally caw like crows, I think.
I actually don't know a lot about mockingbirds.
You're correct.
Yeah, they are another type of black feathered bird.
Yeah,
But
they do make the same kind of cawing noises.
yeah, which throws you off a little bit because all you've heard were crows and ravens, and one mockingbird does kind of perch on the same tree that you're on, and it just looks at.
Oh, you cut out.
I just said you basically in your time of screaming at birds to come near you, a mockingbird does, with just one, perches on the same tree that you happen to be hanging in, and it just hangs out with you for a bit until flying away.
All right.
All right. Now, Myopia. What would what would Myopia be doing in these passing 2 weeks of basically rest and recuperation?
Terry and I have been off to see Vladdy Daddy.
Uh, Unfortunately, that is like a good possibly half a month's journey across the
Was that long? Also, he said we could go on a date. I'm heartbroken.
We
I
have to
want
go
my money
find him.
back.
What level are our characters now?
6.
nope, there's still 5. Haven't
5.
leveled up yet.
Okay.
um, Actually, you do receive one more letter from Lambert. Um, it is received to you by Raven, as a Raven drops it off specifically to you wherever you were staying. Where would Myopia be staying?
In the mayor's house.
Okay, as Myopia is squatting in the mayor's house, enjoying his comfy furniture. A a crow or a raven just appears. You don't know how it got in, but it appears to you with a letter. Do you take it?
Yes.
All right. Uh, I did not have this written down, but it basically reads, "Hello, Myopia. This is written by Lambert Spine. I wanted. It says, I wanted to give you some time to think about our little talk we had.
Ugh, men playing hard to get.
Be right back.
Okay.
Oh, but I sit through your whole thing.
As you should.
It continues on. For my home is very volatile, and you would need either more time for preparation or just more people added to your party, aside from the three that you
Fucking.
had
If men
with
have
you.
one thing, it's the audacity.
It continues on as I would not be welcome in any human or mortal populated area. I hope you understand. So, if you do wish to keep communication with me, you may write a letter and give it to this raven that I have sent to you, and we can stay in communication.
Hmm.
Krash is
Signed.
honestly just drooling over this raven.
How'd you get in here?
Yeah, she's in the mayor's house.
Oh, right, Mayor's house.
What the fuck?
She's
Get the fuck out of my
flying
house.
He's just.
she's
His little paws are against the window. He just watched it fly in. He just pressed the window like a child.
I closed the fucking blinds. I'm getting broken up here, Krash. Leave.
Real quick, Allie, I need you to draw that later.
Okay.
So yes, after all that is said and done, the letter just finishes with best regards, Lambert.
Hmm.
And this raven that's still at your side, its eyes are a very very bright red.
It's got pretty eyes, you say.
It has no pupils,
Hmm. Hmm.
and it just looks at you expectantly.
I suppose I write him a letter back along the lines of, "The fuck you mean? Get your ass over here. Send a letter back."
Oh,
Okay. And you
so
give it to
articulate.
the raven.
Yes.
All right. The raven takes it in its talons, and it flies out of a room, through a hole, and out of the house that you're currently squatting in. Uh, Aside from that, anything else did Myopia want to do? Anyone you want to talk to in particular in the town?
I think we've just been vibing,
Okay.
rooting through the mayor's stuff, living in his house.
I mean, you kind of already did that.
Yeah, I'm doing it again. I like to put on his clothes, and I like to walk around going, "I'm the mayor."
Oh my god.
I love how Krash and
The mayor
Vlad.
is still in the house.
Yeah,
That's what makes it even better.
Yeah, technically the
I'm like putting on his like fancy like Sunday best, and I'm just like, "Look at me, I'm the mayor."
Funny how I didn't realize what this campaign was at all on accident, and so all I heard from this was Allie saying, "It's the mayor's house," and my brain went, "I bet you she's staying there without any permission and totally fucking around in the mayor house." Yeah, I was right.
yeah.
I mean,
Well.
theoretically, if we do things right, we'll be the mayor of this town.
He's not using it.
We
The
need.
situation with the mayor's house.
And neither is his daughter.
We gotta find his freaking what? Katerina?
Yeah.
We gotta
I mean-
find the daughter.
Do it.
We're gonna do it.
Yes, that was the agreement we made with him.
He hasn't
Okay,
said shit to me.
Murillo question.
Mm-hmm.
Spear is strength weapon.
Like, I didn't interrupt your section. God
Okay,
damn.
I'll wait till Allie's done.
Thank you.
Okay. Aside from going through the mayor's stuff, is there anyone in town you'd like to converse with?
I was ready to let this town fucking burn, so I'm just gonna hang out in my house.
She doesn't even want to make better relationships with her party members. She just
You're
chilling.
literally peeping on me!
Yeah, because Krash wants to be better friends. He puts in effort
All
into
Crash
his
cared
friendships.
about was Armando.
No, bullshit.
He's
You know what? Fine. On occasion, I do host dinner parties for my party members out of the mayor's house.
I just imagine Levi and Castine stopping by really awkwardly. Like, should we really be doing this?
Oh, I didn't invite them.
Doesn't
Well-
mean Krash and Vlad didn't.
And then to make the party feel a little bit more whole, because there's definitely an absence in this group. I took one of the skulls that I've found off the people that died here, and I just kind of have it propped up at the table, kind of in memory, gone but not really forgotten.
Oh, definitely.
Sometimes I put food in its mouth. Sometimes Crash takes the food out of its mouth.
I don't think Krash is going anywhere near it, honestly.
So yes, you make merry, and that 2-week time period passes. The next morning,
I ask my question now.
yes, spear. It is.
Spear's a strength weapon. I am 100% not a strength character. I am a dex character. Can the spear be a dex weapon?
Are you really getting rid of your gift from God? How fucking selfish of you.
Yes,
No,
it can be.
I'm asking.
It can be. It can be a dex weapon.
DM
Yes.
if it can be more functional than my tail stinger, because it deals more damage, but it's less likely to hit as is. So yes on the dex.
Yes, the dex.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Selfish.
I'd call that smart, not selfish.
Selfish. The gods say, take this. We picked it for you. And he said, about that.
No. What I
That's just
said
why
is
things can be useless.
normal people would use this to stab really hard in the chest, and I want to give it a little more flourish.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's the important part. The
You know what? You're not invited to
RP.
tonight's dinner party.
So Crash, I woke up with this spear, and yeah, you should have a look at it.
Krash will check out the spear, I suppose. He's gonna take it in his little tiny possum hands. Sorry, dwarf hands.
Can you even hold it?
Oh,
I
I'm
mean,
sure.
Yeah, he can hold it. He's
16
strong enough.
strength.
It's just probably not meant for him to hold, but he can hold it up.
Do you want to expose its properties to him?
give it to a potty.
Sure. Like tell him what it is. What it can do.
I meant expose. Well, yeah, expose the
Character
Card
sheet
to him.
or card sheet.
Yeah. Sure thing.
Aw, Krash and Vlad are bonding.
So,
I tape a sign
Myopia.
to the front door of the mayor's house that says new mayor.
oh god.
If
All right.
Myopia was here, I would show her as well.
You can come to my house. You guys know where I live.
Ooh.
Yeah. It is the Moon Silver Spear.
Okay.
Oh. Just if it's a spear.
I talked to an angel.
You
Yeah.
Avison actually spoke with you?
I'm fairly certain it was a messenger of Abyssin. Yeah.
Krash is still skeptical because, despite both you and Armando being followers or whatnot, uh, Krash is still skeptical of the whole deity thing. But it is a very nice spear. And he's just going to return it to you.
I think I'm gonna go practice with it.
What are you going to hit? Please don't
A
say the
dummy.
I was going to say, please don't say the mayor's house. We've already done enough damage.
Yeah, there are plenty of dummies in the training grounds where Captain Levi holds his small militia.
I suppose Krash will watch. He wants to tag along and see this.
So I can check and uncheck another damage type, but this isn't
Uh,
set up to have 3 damage types.
Technically, it should only have just either it's D6 or D8 because you can either hold it one-handed or two-handed.
Okay.
One-handed makes it like a D6, two-handed is a D8. So it should only have that.
Okay.
You know what? I want to Krash following you. Once we get there, Krash is pretty much just like, you know what? I think it's just a normal spear. Go ahead and hit me with it.
Oh,
Just
I want to add a little cliff note of I am rearranging the furniture in the mayor's house.
okay.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Here's a good question, Xander. Do you
Yeah.
have a command word?
I'm
Safe word.
working on that.
I
I'm
think
also comparing spear to spear +1, and base spear doesn't have that secondary damage type.
there is no secondary damage type. It's either spear one-handed or spear two-handed. Hold on. Let me get your sheet out so I can see what's up. Because on your your attacks and stuff, um, just having a spear should let you choose between. Oh, I see. So you added dex, okay. Oh, yeah, don't worry about this.
Okay.
Spear, one hand. There we go. We'll just change that one to one hand. And then I'll add another moon silver spear. Oop, not pair. Two hand. Dex. Magic bonus one. Oops, that'll be a 1d8 plus dex. Piercing. Crit. 1d8. There you go. Alright, it should be in your attacks now.
Okay.
So yeah. So the first one's 1d6, the second one's a 1d8. And if you choose to use the command word to show off to Krash, I think you should get
Yep.
one.
Krash is going to literally scale one of the dummies and sit on top of its shoulders, arms out, and be like, "You want to show me that this Avison can do something? Show me."
That's seems excessive, but I mean, we won't be doing anything else today.
Prove
Uh,
it.
Captain Levi is also watching this just to see
Yes.
what's going on. He's like, all right, okay, he's got a new spear. Looks very, very extravagant.
Do you want to call your church buddies to see that, you know?
Nah, let's just. I think they'll take my word for it. If anything happens,
Hold on, give me a second. Hold on.
what's that?
Can I get a town view?
Town
Can
view?
can I see where the training grounds is in this town?
Oh
Opposite
yeah,
end
yeah.
of the
I'll just. I'll
the
bring
mayor's
us.
house.
I'll bring us.
Yeah, I want to
I'll
see if
bring us
it's
to the.
closed because I want to yell out the window.
It's
I'll
not.
bring us to the. I'll bring us to the Shadowgrange map. Sorry, don't need everyone there. So, if everyone can see the Shadowgrange map,
Yep.
Yeah.
so Visgod Grounds is where Vlad, Krash, and Levi are, and
Oh,
Myopia's
okay.
way over here.
Oh well.
So you could probably like just yell out the window, so someone would probably hear.
It's not the same. I'm
All
worried
right.
they'll change the locks if I leave.
uh, all right. Do you have a well? Yeah. Do you have a command word in mind, Vlad?
I do not. I'm still thinking of that. So, command word here.
Yeah, you can just say command word. All right, and you choose Crash slash dummy as the target.
Yep.
All right.
You fucking isekais him.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
All right. So Crash,
Yes.
I need you to make me a deck save
Deck save coming up.
as soon as yeah, like right at like half a second after Vlad screams his command word and points his spear at you. You see the clouds above you part as a very brilliant light. All right, you pass the deck save, but you still take damage. Uh, you see an immediate flash of not really sunlight, but very, very bright white light shine down upon you. And as quick as Vlad flies, a small uh, figure with bird-like wings on their back, uh, which sounds like an angel, which you learned about. Uh, an angel flies out of this little hole in the sky straight towards you like a missile, and you manage to dodge out of the way
Crash's ears are back, and he's just like, "What the fuck is that?"
as it
Oh fuck.
as it as it explodes on impact with the dummy, and you manage to dodge. You instead of taking a full 13 damage, you take rounded down. You still take 7 points of radiant damage as the dummy has been exploded from uh, this missile of an angel.
Crash got a singe mark right above his tail.
Yep, and as quick as the attack was, um, the light from the clouds disappears, and it goes back to that normal overcast, that perpetual overcast sky.
Crash, laying in the dirt, looks to Levi, looks to whoever else was watching in the grounds, looks to Vlad, back to Levi, back to Vlad. He's like, "What the fuck was that?"
What the fuck, Richard?
Well, do you remember how I said I thought I saw an angel?
That was not an angel. That was too terrifying to be an angel.
I think you need to study with the church a little longer. Angels are terrifying.
Gets up, dusts
Is it
himself off,
biblically accurate?
points to Levi.
No, it wasn't biblically accurate.
Points to Levi. He's just like, I tell you
Le-
not to speak of this, but I don't even care at this point. I brought that upon myself.
Levi's jaw is on the ground.
Wait, I didn't know he was a skeleton.
No,
Har, you're fucking hilarious.
but after using this feature, Vlad, you have to wait until the next dawn
Yep.
until you can use it again. Upon seeing that this divine this divine nuke, as it were, Levi looks to Krash, seeing one of his dummies exploded, and just looks back to you, Vlad, and says, "All right, if anyone draws their power directly from Avacyn and the heavens themselves, you just displayed that power, and I have much more respect for you, Mr. Vlad, was it?
Yes.
Yes, I'm sorry if I gave you any uh, bad looks, as you are quite literally an infernal being, being an imp. Uh, I need to. I think I'm gonna lie down. As he goes back into the Visgod grounds to probably take a nap after seeing that. And Myopia,
Yes.
make a perception check. This is for hearing.
I don't wanna. I'm busy.
You got pretty big fucking ears.
Bitch.
Yeah, because
You
that.
know what? You are uninvited. My character sheet is blank.
Hold on, wait. It probably takes it a moment to load in.
Oh boy.
Just a second.
This
Don't
shit
worry.
empty.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm opening it up too.
Murillo.
Something's probably going on your end. I can see your sheet fine.
Refresh.
I don't want to keep refreshing. God damn it! Give me a second.
Gonna stab the dummy. That is not what that was supposed to roll at all.
Hold on.
Krash is
Nat one.
literally getting himself up just to get stabbed by accident.
Nat one.
That's what that is. Okay.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, Crash hadn't gotten up from where he was yet, and you're trying to jab at like a piece of the dummy that's still there, and you actually accidentally uh poke at Crash's tail. You take 1 point of damage, Crash, as you get poked in the tail.
The hell are you doing? I got the point the first time.
I
No,
was
you got the angel. Now you're getting the point.
I was making sure you were still alive. You may not want to move.
Uh,
Why do I not want to move?
Um, because I wanted to see how much damage it would do with Booming Blade.
God.
oh my god. Probably a bit more.
Yeah,
But
apparently at 5th level, Booming Blade adds damage to the base attack in addition to the damage it deals when you move.
yep, yep. So basically, simply put, as soon as you declare that you're using Booming Blade with any of your weapons that you have, it adds an additional D8 of thunder damage to it.
Wait,
Yep,
so I
I
have to
just
move
wanted
Yep.
to see.
first?
What was that?
I well,
Did you say I have to
I just
move
wanted to
first?
see how much damage it would do, but no. How Booming Blade works is it deals damage now and more after you move.
Yep.
Huh.
So just stand still until you stop glowing.
Oh yeah. That only takes like 6 seconds for it to pass.
Krash is just laying there, like,
Yeah,
why
you're-
am I glowing again?
Yeah, you're
I feel like that would
silently.
freak him out and he would start running.
No, he played dead. That's what he did last time. He dropped dead.
Yeah. Myopia, with your 17 perception, you're hearing, as you're in the middle of, making sure everything's up to snuff and moving around this furniture, you hear a loud, like, boom. Like, not incredibly loud, but loud enough for you to hear it.
Sounds like
Come,
thunder from a couple,
come,
I open the
come from
second
outside.
story window and I go, "You two shut the fuck up!"
As you say that, uh, a town villager goes like, "Hey, it's not your house."
I grab the monocle and top hat and go, "I'll come down there, buddy."
The
And
monocle.
do
The
and
one
do
eye.
what?
I'll kick your ass!
Don't though. You saved our town. Why would you do that?
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Swear to God, if you're okay, I thought you were doing something else.
I look at him and go, "I will come down there and kick your ass!"
The villager just raises both of his hands up and like, okay, jeez. And
That's all a
walks.
23 intimidation gets me!
He's
I
not
mean,
gonna.
that is really high.
Uh, hold on.
I did pick intimidation as my daily inspiration. Or my
For your
thing.
for your daily. Oh boy.
I know it's not inspiration, but that's all I could think to call it.
Yeah, that's for your Phantom Rogue ability. I get you. You know what? Hold on. Yeah, upon seeing you in the top hat and monocle, at first it seems a little silly, but then uh, this this villager for some reason uh, thinks in a weird way and says, "Oh God, the the mayor's ghost turned into a bat creature!" Ah, and he runs away.
I will lie, I was half expecting you to have him come get Levi and say someone broke into the mayor's mansion.
No, he's
Levi already fucking knows, and Levi remembers what happened before the battle. Levi won't fuck with me.
Well, it doesn't mean the villager knew.
Still, Levi won't
I think
fuck with me.
I'll just say everyone knows that you're squatting in there.
Is it really squatting if I kind of have permission?
I mean, from the ghost himself. You,
He hasn't
what?
said anything. He's come to one of the dinner parties.
He didn't say you couldn't live in there, but
Right.
yeah. But
I do
yeah,
occasionally like to put eggs in his bed just to make sure he knows.
Oh my god.
eggs in his bed.
Yeah. Like a hard boiled egg. I'll just like set one on his pillow.
Okay. Alrighty then.
Call it a culture thing. Call it a I don't know, I want to see if a ghost can unpoach an egg or unboil an egg.
Mm. All right, but yeah. After you yell that out to the into the air, you do see a bit of a like a something smoldering around the Visgod grounds, like a bit of not really smoke, but like something's steaming.
I'll ask him at the dinner party.
All right. After that test of Vlad's new spear, is there anything else you guys would like to do?
I think Krash is good.
Alrighty. Do you guys do you guys attend the dinner party at Myopia's quote unquote new house?
Free food that we're probably paying for anyway? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really see any reason as long as we're respectful to the mayor and his belongings.
Yeah, as long as you don't, desecrate his belongings.
Vlad and I are the only ones the mayor looks forward to seeing. We're the highlight of his day.
Yeah.
You know,
So-
since becoming a homeowner, I've really learned a lot about responsibility.
You know about how to own a home and not just take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The oh my god, hold on. I need to roll something. Actually, you know what? I'll let you choose, Myopia. If you can have Myopia come up with either a good argument slash persuasion check, or an intimidation check of good reasoning why you should keep this mayor's house.
No. Don't get me wrong. I'm fully okay that if his daughter ends up being alive, which I mean, come on, unlikely.
Well,
I'll give it back.
okay, all right then.
This is just my house anytime she's not around. Now I'm telling you, if she is alive, and she goes to the store and I get in the house, then we'll have a talk then. But I mean, if I find my way into the house, it's my house.
Alrighty. So you guys attend this dinner party. Myopia's put on how much work and detail have you put into this dinner party, Myopia?
I have thrown some various stages of cooked food onto the table, and I don't know. I've stacked a couple chairs up, so I have like a little taller sitting seat.
Yeah, you get Krash a high chair for him to sit at
Oh,
the table.
how fucking disrespectful.
Hey, you are the shortest member of this team,
I feel like
and
Crash would fucking like that. And I've put the best fucking garbage on this table.
Just make sure it's all bejeweled or something, and it's a little throne, and he'll love it.
No, he doesn't get a throne. I've stacked. I fucking have stacked.
It's a
One of the
children's
couches.
throne. Who cares?
I've stacked one of the couches onto two regular dining chairs, and then I've put a chaise on top of that, so I have a nice seat while I eat.
yeah, and Mhm.
Good.
I was about to say, out of the three of you, Myopia is the tallest.
I was gonna say that when Crash is going to get up at some point during the dinner party, and he's going to use his tail to pull out one of those chairs while walking past.
If
And
that
then,
happens,
and then act
you
like, what? What was that?
you are so full of shit. That fucking happens, and let me tell you, buddy, you ain't getting fucking shit. And yeah,
Can I pull a chair out?
no,
You can.
I bat him away with my fucking rapier. I just like scoot him away. I just like put it under his little feet and lift him up and move him. Get the fuck out of here, you little rapscallion.
You are too high up.
I can fucking lean. I'll grab it with my little feet and hang down. I'll be like, homie. Why are we acting out like this? I invite you over for free food.
Oh my god. As you guys are arguing, Vlad, are you enjoying this nice dinner that Myopia made for you?
Yep,
Good.
and the nice show that she's putting on as well.
Yes. As you are enjoying your meal, everyone begins to hear a low rumble in the house, and
Calm down, buddy.
appearing head first out of the dinner table is
Sorry, guys. This is my roommate.
is the spectral head of Ralph Brunn, the former mayor of the house, and he turns his head 360 degrees, looking around at everyone, and just says this one thing: No fighting at the dinner table.
Sorry,
Right.
Ralphie. I left your plate on your desk.
And here I was
Thank
gonna
you for
ask you
hosting
to.
us.
I was gonna ask him to pull the other chair out while she was distracted.
I
And
blow a strong gust of wind in his general direction.
and you specifically, you hear this Crash. You hear his voice is echoey, eerie voice saying to you, right in your ear, like there's a little a small gust of wind in your ear. He says, "Be nice to the hostess."
Yes! Yes! Okay, this is so much better than having a fucking vampire boyfriend.
Crash's ear twitches a bit, being a possum. He's like, the fucking ear tickles.
My fucking ear tickles.
He's
Yeah,
gonna be like,
you get a bit of a chill up your spine at
he's,
that.
he's just gonna be like, the bat can't take a joke. The bat can fly. If she falls, it's her own fault.
I was gonna do that.
And do you say that, Crash?
Yeah, absolutely.
Uh, the next time you do you choose to sit down, or what are you doing right now?
He's still gonna go wander. He was gonna go find the bathroom.
Okay.
Can't you
Like
just
he-
piss outside?
Like he was legitimately gonna go find the bathroom before. I am a sophisticated dwarf, thank you.
Yeah, only animals use the bathroom outside.
Excuse me, I have seen several a man piss outside.
Right, animals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me, an
Okay, you
animal.
can't tell me dwarves aren't going to piss outside.
I
I mean, they can.
yeah, if we don't have anywhere else to do it, but I'm not just gonna go outside and piss out in front of the mayor's house. How disrespectful do you think I am? Eggs in bed.
Eggs. He likes eggs. I think he likes to suck on them.
I'm gonna look over to the head on the table and see if it's still there.
Suck on these eggs.
It's disappeared after it said no fighting at the dinner table. But to that myopia, you have noticed, like, ever since you were, leaving those eggs, they do end up disappearing after every time you come back to the same room. You don't know
I
where
was gonna
they go.
the only thing I think that could have been funnier in that moment had you been like, you guys look over at him and he's got an egg in his mouth, but I think that was just as fucking good though.
Yeah.
I love the mystery, and also I will take this over vampire any fucking day of the week.
Yeah.
It's literally free real estate.
Oh my god.
Real estate. He whispers in your ear. "It's free."
I gotta pee on it. I'll be back.
All right.
Alec, talk about your shit or something.
Oh,
She
I
sounded-
don't have anything to talk about.
She sounded so disinterested.
I'm now doing research on attunement.
should only take about an hour or two to
I
attune.
would say, yeah, typically attunement only takes an hour or two.
Because
you would've-
this is my third attunement, I'm actually more curious about unattuning.
Oh yeah. Wait, this is your third attunement? Oh, that's
Uh-huh.
right. You have the luck stone. What else do you have?
The Luckstone, the Pearl, and the
And the
Spear.
spear. That's right. Yep. You are now at max attunement. Any player can only attune to up to three magic items at a time.
Technically, this would be your fourth attunement because of the cursed dagger.
He got unattuned.
I know.
That was
Yeah.
swapped out.
But yeah, you guys. Crash, you said you went to go find the little dwarves room.
Yeah, he went to find a little dwarf's room. He was just gonna pull the chair out as he walked by to be like, haha.
So yeah, you go to where you can now assume that now that this house is now very well lit and not surrounded in magical darkness, uh, you do eventually find the the room that has the chamber pot and nice silken. What's the equivalent of toilet paper? Because people here are not savages, and they do know how to wipe.
I'm not gonna do it, but I was straight up gonna ask if there was a window.
Let me see.
What the fuck is happening?
He's
I'm
in the
just-
bathroom.
I'm in the bathroom.
Why are we discussing you wiping?
I'd
We're-
say the window would be facing like you would be like right here in relation
Okay.
to the house, right
So
there, and the window would be facing like the mountains that way.
okay. So there is a window in the bathroom.
Yeah, just one.
Okay. Well, the thought crosses his mind to spite Myopia, but decides no. He was thinking about pissing out the window instead of in the toilet.
Oh,
Them wild instincts do be kicking in on occasion.
But he's like nah, I'm not that bad.
mm,
I'll pee in the pot, let her clean it up later.
no.
Especially because pissing out of a window is so much worse than just going outside to piss.
That's the whole point. It's like I'm still pissing outside, but I'm in the house. It's more out of respect for the mayor, though.
It's, I'll prove you wrong. I can be an animal inside.
Uh, yep. After uh, eating your lovely dinner, is there anything else you guys do before
I asked
the?
them about their day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, being personable.
Krash is gonna look up in Myopia and be like, "This is out of character. Do you really? Do you care about our day?"
Yeah, you fucker. You know what?
She's
No,
not-
I hope you
He's,
fucking.
he's
I hope you
smiling the
almost
whole
die
time.
today.
He's like, he's smiling the whole time, and he's just like, "Yeah, you could have hung out with us, and seen me almost get shot with a lightning spear."
I'd point around the house that is just, beautifully rearranged. I cleaned up some of the blood. I moved the bodies to more fun positions rather than just sprawled out on the floor. I am a homeowner now.
Oh look, just another one playing house flipper.
I look over at Terry, who does have a child-sized throne, and I go, "Can you believe this shit?"
I'm
The
imagining the ghost behind you doing air quotes every time you say owner.
And can the mayor see Terry?
I mean, Terry is a skeleton. If he sees him alive,
Terry-
I don't know.
Terry's the skeleton that Myopia carries with her.
He's
Okay,
a
but
backpack.
He's
she,
he's a tiefling skeleton.
but she can see his soul.
I can't.
I thought you could.
No,
I thought
No,
that
he
was
just
your
have.
rope.
No, to be specific, Terry's soul moved on. he was okay with you carrying his
No,
skeleton.
Terry's still Terry's there. Like he talks to me though. That was like a whole shtick.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
That's
That's right. Well,
Shtick,
I don't, I
Alec.
don't,
That's the word.
I don't know if
character build.
yeah,
Um,
I don't know if it specifically says seeing soul. Then I might need to.
I mean, I never thought I saw his soul, but he does talk. He's a mouthy little fucker.
Yeah, you'll
Yeah.
have to look at it.
But I'll say for this instance, you said, "Can you believe this, Terry?" Is that what you said?
Yeah, I'm like, motherfucker.
You hear in the towards the left of your ear in Terry's voice, "Let go of this rat," and only you hear it.
Like I like to imagine that Terry's like got like a little Boston accent, but it's definitely not real.
I mean, it's it's however you perceive it.
so,
Let me tell you about my best friend.
real quick,
Uh-huh.
because I missed that. Obviously, Krash doesn't hear it. What did you say?
Myopia hears in the back of her head, in Terry's voice, the gall of this rat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because Crash
Yeah,
was gonna Crash was gonna do something whenever he comes back. So I wanted to make sure that it was referring to me and not something else.
No, Krash does not hear this.
Is Crash safe to come back now?
Weren't you already back? Didn't you say something?
That's your, yeah, that's your already.
Yeah, you
Wait,
said
what?
you look up at me. You literally said you look up at me.
Did I?
Are you pissing in the kitchen?
Maybe.
Maybe.
God.
Maybe I had to go twice.
I mean, as often as I have to go with D&D sessions, sometimes.
Literally, in the span of the 40 minutes you came to see me, you had to piss twice.
I did. I drank a lot of tea on the way there.
Oh.
But no, Crash gonna sit back down at the table after taking care of cleaning his hands because he is a very hygienic possum, dwarf. Sorry. He's gonna sit down and kind of start cutting off little chunks of his food and going to look over at Vlad, place some of it on a napkin, and be like, "Get the rat out, feed Renilda, get it out of the way."
Oh shoot, I forgot the rat at the temple.
What do you mean you? We cannot be leaving her behind, especially in this town.
Well, I have other things still at the temple.
Is she locked up?
Yes.
That was not convincing.
I mean, Vlad to from the DM to Vlad, is she?
I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
it's a rat who bonded with me because of my good animal handling, so she's just kind of been listening to me, so
yeah.
Okay, hold on. Player,
I'm gonna say that she's got a string tied to her.
I just want to make sure everybody remembers the rat that Alec had is not actually
Mhm.
the girl.
Oh, everyone
Yeah.
remembers.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
I
everybody
was-
knows.
You were just
yeah,
a little
all-
too convincing.
We're putting
Yeah,
we're
all-
putting Myopia in a very awkward situation right now.
Oh yeah, the actual one fucking died.
Oh, we know, out
No,
of
you
character,
don't.
but Crash doesn't.
Okay,
but-
I was gonna say.
all the players know, but not all the characters know.
I
Specifically,
mean,
Krash.
at this point, honestly, Myopia's like forgotten about the whole thing. Like the rat skeleton is still inside of Terry.
So yeah, whatever. That's whatever you mentioned. The rat. I was making sure he was referring to Crash, and
Hello?
not the
Nope.
actual rat.
Hello. Yeah.
You're
No.
cutting out really bad, Joey.
Uh-oh.
How about now?
That's better.
I
Okay.
can hear you.
Yeah, I
Well,
was
hold
making
on.
sure. Sorry.
No one mentioned rat. The
Yeah,
the
you
whole
you said the audacity of this rat or whatever.
that
Talking
was
about
in the back.
Crash.
No,
I know.
No,
That-
hold on.
That
Whoa.
wasn't something Crash could hear.
Correct.
No, yeah, he knows that. It just
Out of character, I wanted to make sure that you weren't talking about the rat that's dead, and you were
No.
referring to Crash, so that way it didn't
Oh, yeah,
come
he-
off like I was like trying to metagame or something. Because 100%, I had the idea of cutting up some food coming back from the bathroom for the rat, and I was gonna just pass that up if that's what was going on.
No, yeah, that wasn't in reference to Crash. Okay, sorry. Continue.
You're good. You just asked Vlad about the rat. He's like, hey, get her out here. Get her some food. And I guess since she's not currently here, he's going to very nicely tie up this napkin and set it next to Vlad and be like, when you get back to the temple, first thing you do is feed her.
But like the temple people haven't been feeding her.
I mean, I
You've
don't
set
know.
up and you've set up a little, like a nook in your room for.
Murillo, you're getting a little robot-y.
Uh-oh.
We're taking turns.
Who's next?
Typically you.
How robotomy? Robotomy?
Robotomy.
You're good.
You good?
boy.
Okay. All right. I was about to say, you would have set up a little living situation for your rat, Vlad. So it would be safe in your room at the temple.
It's the fucking Scyther egg all over again.
So yeah, Krash has laid down a little bundle of food for Vlad to take.
That's all I had.
Okay.
Krash is respectfully being civil at the moment and not picking on his party members,
That's a
despite
fucking first.
despite being raised by around dwarves and
I also want to point out that okay, so I'm trying to like draw everything that's been happening because it's
Oh
just
my God.
fucking gold. I knew in my heart of hearts that Myopia is a pretty much a cyclops, but drawing a monocle on a cyclops is just giving it glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I'm like trying to like finagle around this bullshittery I've created.
That was the joke I was trying to make earlier, but I didn't want to cut anybody off. Whenever you said
Yeah.
monocle.
That's what the hell said, Joey.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, I feel like it's a whole different vibe of if you're wearing a monocle with the Cyclops.
Alrighty.
You'd almost need the opposite, where you have an actual two pairs of glasses with, and that be like your version of a monocle. It's like, why do you have the extra lens? Why did two eyes people need one lens?
Honestly,
Alrighty. uh, aside from all that, is there anything else you guys like to talk about or take care of
Yeah, Krash does his
before?
typical, goes back like he does every night, talks to Armando, letting him know about the dinner party and how much fun they had.
you are literally making me so sad. Fucking stop it.
Why?
You're just fucking talk. Oh my god. It's
Talking
like pot roast mom getting
to,
getting him
talking
taxidermied.
talking to the double dead guy.
Yeah.
Alright. Does everyone turn in for the night after dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've stacked not the mayor's bed of course, but I've stacked two other beds together in a room because, you know, height.
Yeah.
It's like Princess
Alright.
and the Pea.
Mm-hmm. There's
Yep,
one
I
more.
go back and feed the rat.
Aw.
Alrighty. Is it okay with everyone if we end the session right after one more thing I bring up?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Myopia,
Yes, sir.
as you are fast asleep in your cozy double bed, you begin to dream a certain particular dream. It's you find yourself in a room. It's kind of dark, even with your dark vision that would normally help you see in the dark. It's still kind of too dark to see. But you do hear something in this dark room. It sounds like a voice, but it's very very guttural, and it doesn't sound like any animal you've ever heard of.
Ruben, is that you?
You speak to this voice.
Yeah, I'm asking the mayor if it's him.
It's Ralph, by the way.
Oh, yeah, same thing.
uh, you don't hear a reply. Instead, you hear. Do you have the volume on Roll20 relatively up for you?
No, my Roll20 hasn't been like making noises.
Let me know if you hear this.
Okay.
Did you hear something?
No.
That
I
was a
did.
sound.
I didn't hear it.
Well, it was a cry.
Was it people cry, animal cry?
It was a
It
sub.
was a something dying cry.
This is something cry.
It was like a scream with wind, with a very windy
Hmm.
breathiness to it.
I saw what
Aztec
it was
death
called,
whistle?
and I know that noise.
What'd you
What?
say, Joey?
I said I saw what the file was called, and I know that noise.
Saw what the file was.
Yeah, it displays
Yeah.
the file name whenever you play it.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Well,
Where does it display that?
The sound section.
well. There is a very disturbing guttural cry that you hear, and you also hear the voice speak to you after making this cry. At the same time, you see a shape float towards you out of the darkness.
Hello?
It's a mostly round shape. It's floating above the ground, and around the top of this shape, there look to be these tendrils that are slowly writhing around, and out of the darkness, Myopia, you see this.
Whoa.
Am I allowed to know what we kind of talked about, or like the question you asked me a while ago?
This has nothing to do. Well, I will say this. This has nothing to do with that.
Okay, I still set up and go peepaw.
The voice actually responds. The voice actually responds to you, and it says, "My descendant,
Peepaw.
please kill me.
Holy shit!
Kill me in Lamas, the town of Lamas." And then you wake up in the middle of the night.
Holy shit! I open the window and I go Crash.
Ow!
Oh.
Can I
And
roll
that's
for?
where we'll end the
Okay.
session for tonight.
My ear.
I mean, hey, come on.
Are we
I assume
high
that
enough level to fight an undead beholder? Holy shit!
it's peepaw.
But it's supposed to be undead people?
I mean, judging by the look of the token, that looked very undead.
I was just thinking, oh, maybe he went blind because he's, peepaw.
We'll
He just
figure
has
out.
some rough times.
But did you get what I said in that creature's voice, Allie?
Yes.
What did I say?
Kill me in Lambus. He was in that town.
Lamas.
Llamas. I kept thinking of the bread from Lord of the Rings.
I was just gonna say, make a joke on that.
Yep, it said Lamas.
So wait a minute. If we would have retreated to that town, we would have been fucked.
You don't know that.
I know, like, in character we don't know that, but, like, I have a feeling.
There's a,
Peepaw would never.
there's a lot of things you don't know about this town.
I mean, he
Nor
could
do
be
you,
just locked. He could be like in a chamber somewhere in the town. I don't know.
oh yeah, Crash, you would know that there is another town to the further south called it's the town of Presh.
Okay.
You would have been knowledgeable
Fresh
of that. So
Prince of Bel-Air.
yeah, there's another town right here. But yeah, with that, I'll leave all this that has happened to your imagination, and we'll call it here.
Wonderful as always.
So next Sunday?
We will figure out that out either Wednesday or Friday, whenever Allie gets her
Okay.
schedule.
Because,
Thank
yeah, we're not doing Pokemon this week, so I'm free Thursday, and I'm free
Ugh.
Sunday.
Hey, Alec.
Yes.
Okay, so my cut is very red and very swollen, and my leg is very hot.